set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
And we are underway from Kansas City. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Travis Kelce.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards.
And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Vick's throw here on target to Hurst.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. They'll get this to about the 38.
Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick.
Open man there is Finneran.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Vick. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I think this will win a right very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down, Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Vick.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Vick to the air again. That's going to be caught by Moss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Vick will look to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Vick's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Ledge. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
50 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Vick goes play action. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Vick. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Touchdown, Falcons! From 6 yards away. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt here still to come. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Play action now, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. A beautiful fake. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be Falcon football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Vic now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Vic readies to throw. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Champ Bailey, and the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So here's Vic following the interception. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion, we can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Vic. And that'll be complete to Finneran. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jack Campbell with a pick. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. Cup now on the return. 13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald with a sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Vic on the bootleg.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the 2nd half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just say,
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have...
And right away, he lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And Lynch will power his way in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check.
From the gun, Vick. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Patterson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and they will take over 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their 1st drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead. There he goes, right side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, Vick. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, going back to Patterson. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Vick on second down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, it's Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and a couple. Vick to throw it. Now he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Vick. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, Vick. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Vick. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Going up top for Cup. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 68 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. But before we get to our next drive, we remind you that while NFL teams are playing some big games here in December and January, we've got some big games coming up as well in the Madden Championship Series. Next on the calendar, the Playoff Challenge. That's coming up January the 10th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Who'll take home the belt? You can catch all the action live on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Vick will look to throw on first down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Vick. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Let's go now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Samuel in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports
Welcome back.
Halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this,
But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Vick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Here's Michael Vick. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Vick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. This returnable for Kupp. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Vick. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Vick now. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A first down throw coming for Vic. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Vic over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Vic. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's going to be caught by Moss. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They try again with Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. L.A. set to take over again on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, alert, check, Panther.
Second down, Vic. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. chains here on first down.
They go up the middle with Lynch.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Lynch up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Start.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call the beginning game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Vic readies to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down carry for Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And that's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's 3rd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, Vic. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Vic. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Vic under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Champ Bailey. There he goes left side.
It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. He's had a pretty miserable first half. The pick six a moment ago, the second one he's thrown. And we're not to halftime yet. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On second down, Vick again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken right around the 44. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a second down throw for Vick.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's caught.
And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. It'll be Vick once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Vick on second down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. First half in the books. You're watching. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Vick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Play action now, Vick. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. That's down the field to Moss, complete. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 36 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 28-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Okay, ready?
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from his own 47. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New York set to take the field. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken at around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Okay,
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Vic. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Kupp now on the return.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Here's Michael Vick.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from the 20.
And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. When you talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone, he's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive of 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's a play fake. Now Vick.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down. Vic to the air again. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Kelce, 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Vic's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Vic.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
To throw, Vic.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now here's Vic. This is caught.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away.
And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Vic readies to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw again. Here's Vic.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Vic will look to throw on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal with the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Randy Moss, 68 yards.
And the Bucs take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Cougar 19.
Vic operating on first down.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Check, Panther, bring it. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right? And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Vic to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Vic now. And once again, this is Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing, Vic. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So here's Vic following the interception. And his pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Vic. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need it.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Play action now, Vic.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, Vic. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Vic. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. It'll be Vick once more. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Michael Vick, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. An inside run with Lynch. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. He's still on his feet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pick So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our comments.